right, welcome back for the start of the game between Jackson Olin and the Helena Huskies. Jackson Olin is going to be receiving the ball to start this game off. We'll see who they put back deep. More than likely, you'll see Mikhail Williams head back to the back. And I see him going back with number 17, Kaiser Jones, along with number 16. Tank Ward will be leading off the quarterback. Great night for football, I tell you. Weather's great, a little cool, brisk. Players ought to feel good in this weather. I tell you what, they ought to have a lot of injuries, sending out these seniors on homecoming night tonight. Interested, I talked to Coach V before the game. Said they had a good week of practice. Hopefully we're going to get some things straightened out. Just young, making those young mistakes, but the future looks bright, and we're ready to go here at PD Stadium. Jackson Olin football. They kick it off. It's going to be fielded on about the 26 by Kaiser Jones. He's going to go down. He's fighting hard. He's still on his feet. He's going to get about to the 40-yard line where Jackson Olin will take over for your first possession of the game. Behind Tank Ward will be sophomore Kason Jones, who's had an outstanding year up to this point, really doing his part. We're going to have to give Jackson. We're going to have to give Tank some time tonight to complete some of these passes. Tank's got Kason to his right. He's going to hand off up the middle on the first play. He's met at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be pushed back. Going to lose about 2 yards there. That play never really had a chance on first down. Like I said, Helena's led by Coach Charles Busby. They're 6-1 overall. They're 4-0 in the region, leading the region. They got a really high-powered offense. They score 36 points per game. Tank's got twins to each side. Kason is behind him. Quick pass to the outside. It wasn't ready over there by it's thrown out to number 19, who turned around about the time the ball got to him, neighboring Adams, but it was an incomplete, so it brings up 3rd and 11. Helena's got a pretty big band over there. They traveled well. The stands are full, and they should be. They're supporting their team. Jackson Olin's got a pretty decent crowd supporting their team as well. Got motion coming, snap, handoff up the middle. Kason, he's got some running room. He's going to get hit, maybe a yard short. Good pickup. He picked up about 10.5 yards, needed about a half yard to go. Let's see what Coach V dials up here on 4th down and about, let's call it 1. Looks like he's going to go for it unless he's going to try to get him to jump off sides. Let's see what happens here. They almost pulled. Looking over at Coach V. Looks like they're thinking about going for it. Play clock's running down. Got motion. They're going to go for it. Tank's going to keep it, and he is not going to get it. He was met behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to actually lose a yard. So Jackson Olin turns it down over on 4th down. Failed to get in the yard, so we'll see what this Helena offense coming out, led by an outstanding quarterback for Helena. It's going to be number 13, Robert Stamba. And Coach Pops was telling me he knows this family very well. He comes from a good stock, athletic family. And he hands off it and actually pulls it out. And he's going to run around in. He's hit right at the sidelines for about a 3-yard gain. That time he was taken out by number 10 for Helena. That's going to be sophomore Michael McCurdy. Got Kaiser Jones at one safety. We got a young team. We got Kason Boston, he's a junior. Handoff up the middle by number 20. Big hole. He runs right at Kason. Kaiser Jones is going to move the chains. That time the line really opened up a big hole. And all Stampa did was just turn around, hand it off, and number 20, Marquise Johnson, do the rest. Last week, Marquise had a huge game against Carver where he ran for about 260 yards. So he is really a force on this team. Passing the ball, they split it pretty well. He's going to throw this time to number 6 on the outside who catches it. And coming up to make the stop that time for Jackson Olin is number 8. He came up, read it well. That's going to be Will Hall. Good to see Will Hall back. He's been injured, so he's starting off this game. But Helena did move the chains that time. All right, actually they're correct that the referees are saying he was just short, so it brings up 2nd and 1 on about the 30. They got to get to the 29. Chain gang was ready to move the chains, so he hands off up the middle. Number 20 is met that time by freshman Eric Muse. He's going to get his first down. About a 7-yard gain. Big hole there. I tell you what, number 20, Marquise Johnson, is one heck of a player, and he is showing that early. Of course, he's got a big line up there that is leading the way also. Just really a talented offensive line. And they are big, and they don't spread much. It's a tight formation. And as Luke goes back, he doesn't see anything. Good coverage. He's going to pull it down and run, and he's going to go to the sideline. Ran out of bounds that time by number 32 for Jackson Olin, Eric Muse, the freshman linebacker. So we got a lot of freshmen, sophomores playing again tonight we're watching them grow up right in front of us. Jacorian Wren heads that defensive line out there. Been a mainstay out there. Handoff around right end for Johnson. He's going to be hit over there short of the first down. Run out of bounds that time by number 2, Kaysen Boston, who's in there. Brings up 3rd and 1. Early in this game, 9:07, no score. Jackson Olin on the first drive went 4 and out. Went for it on 4th, was short. Helena took over on about the 49. They're down on about the 12, hole up the middle. He's being hit several times, that time by a host of Mustangs, but he is going to move the chains again. Helena slowly putting a drive together. Hit that time by one of your captains tonight, Jacorian Wren. Captains tonight are Jacob Rowe, Jacorian Wren, Kaysen Boston, and Kaysen Jones are your captains for your Jackson Olin Mustangs. Handoff up the middle by number 20. There's a huge hold, and he walks in from about the 6-yard line. So very productive first drive for your Helena Huskies. The combination of moving the football on the ground and in the air pretty equally as they go up 6-0. Number 38 for Helena is on to try the extra point. It's up, and from here it looks good, and it is good. So that was number 38 was Logan Maloney. Early in the game, Helena's up 7-0. As I mentioned earlier, they have got a high-powered offense. They average 36 points a game. Jackson Olin Mustangs, they got their work cut out for them tonight. So we'll take a break here at 8:39. Good guys down 7-0. We'll be back in just a minute.
At Metro, the best deal in wireless just got better.
Who's up for that?
Switch and get 2 lines for just $80 with a full Amazon Prime membership included.
Sounds great.
Plus, now get 2 free Samsung Galaxy A20 phones with huge HD screens.
That's a huge win.
So you can enjoy the biggest shows on the newest device.
Perfect!
Metro has the best deal. 2 lines plus 2 free phones for $80 with Amazon Prime included. Only at Metro.
All right, we're back where Helena just scored. They're up 7-0, and we're set to receive the kickoff with number 4 for Jackson Olin. Markel Williams is back deep. Kaiser Jones is back there with him on the right side. This time they kick it. Markel's going to field it on about the 8. He's running up the middle, a little hole there. Markel breaks it out to the left side. He's trying to get past the kicker. He does. He stepped out of bounds on about the Jackson Olin 45-yard line. Good return that time by Markel from the 8-yard line. Jackson Olin is in business here. Second possession of the game. See if we can get something going. Tank is back in backfield by himself. He's got number 2 right there in front of him. Kaiser Jones goes in motion. Tank pulls it. He's going up the middle, cuts to the left side. He's going to get about 2 yards right there. So early on, coach is, he's thrown once, and we're going to see if we can't run the ball. The defense is pretty stout over there for Helena. They don't allow much. They allow about 19 points per game. Got some real quickness. Going to be a penalty for holding against Jackson Olin. So that takes that 2-yard gain back, makes it 1st and 20. So we start out in the hole. We start out really good on the 45, and now we're back to the 35. Tank's getting his instructions from Coach V. This is a region matchup, as I mentioned. Helena's undefeated, leading the region at 4-0. Handoff up the middle by Kaysen. He's got some running room. He's going to go out to the left side for about a quick burst there. To the going to gain about 5 yards. He's going to get to the 40. Brings up about 2nd and 15. Nice night for football. I tell you what, hands are a little cool, but I love it. See if we can't get some good Jackson Olin Mustang football and finish this year on a positive note. Coach V was telling me earlier how the kids below the varsity, they're all winning, so we got some bright spot. Tank goes back to pass. Going to be a little screen to the left side by number 17 to Kaiser Jones. He kind of throws it in his feet. He had a little pressure. I don't know if that was a design throw into his feet or if it's just something that happened. Nevertheless, it brings up 3rd and 15. Kaiser Jones comes out. Kaysen Boston is in the backfield with Tank. This time Kaysen takes the handoff up the middle. He goes out to the left side. He's got some blocking. Nice run. He's going to get about 8, 9 yards. Going to bring up a manageable. Well, that was 3rd down. I'm sorry. So it's going to bring up. Let's see what we got here. We're going to have to punt. It brings up 4th and about 8. Jacorian Wren standing on his about the 34-yard line, punting to Twins back there. He's a low boot. It's going to get a roll, and it's going to roll out of bounds at about the 21. Very effective punt for Jacorian. So we'll see what the second possession for Helena brings us. We'll hang right here while they defense and offense swap sides and get back on the field. Helena starting this drive off on their own 21. Fake handoff up the middle, and the quarterback stand, but tried to go to the right, but he's not going anywhere. You got number 3, who is for Jackson Olin, that's going to be Kaysen Boston, and you got number 34, that's going to be Ty Perry, the freshman. It's going to be about a 2-yard loss. Great defensive play there that time by Sugarwolf and Kaysen. I'm sorry, yeah, Kaysen. This time Stamba goes back. He's got a man open, number 16. Had about a step on him. He's complaining he was held. He couldn't get run under the ball. Don't believe he was held. It was just overthrown about a moment. That's all, just a little bit. Michael McCurdy, number 10, back there on the defense. Stamba goes back to pass. He's scrambling out. He's going to go to his left side. He's going to make a move. He's going to get the first down. Very close to getting hit out of bounds, but he wasn't. About a half yard in bounds when he was hit pretty good there on the Jackson Olin sideline. Good run by Stamba, who's got some speed. Looking at his stats, he's got the ability to pull it down and go with it, as well as throw the ball. Very impressive quarterback. He only stands 5'9". Senior, 190 pounds. Got some good quickness. Up the middle goes number 20, Marquise Johnson. Good hole there. It's going to be about a 7-yard gain. Call it 6-yard gain. Tell you, this Helena offense keeps you off balance with their running and throwing. Stamba takes about a 2-yard drop, hits number 16, puts a move on our kid. He breaks free. He's past the 50, 45, down to about the 40 to the 38. Good play by number 16 for Helena, who is one of their go-to receivers. That's going to be Tony Reuse. He's a 5'10", 190-pound senior. Good move on that time. Actually, it's Antonio. They call him Tony. Knocked out of bounds that time by Kaiser Jones. Helena's taking their time getting a play called in. Looks like they're all set now. They're ready to go. Stamba's got Marquise to his left. He hands off up the middle. Nifty little run in there. He's going to get the first down. He's going to get about right at the first down. Actually, I believe they're going to move the chains on it, or going to be just about an inch or two short. All right, about a half yard short, it looks like. So it's going to bring up third, and let's say it's a yard. It's not quite a yard. Got Ty Perry, Jacorian Wren, and Kaiser Jones. Cason Boston on that line for your Jackson Olin Mustangs. Got a 5-man front. Handoff up the middle. He's met, and he spuns off. He's got on his own. He was met at the line of scrimmage, actually behind it. They had him for a loss. He went to the right side, and it looks like they're going to be just short again. So the play goes nowhere. It's a lot of running to get back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up third, and let's call it the yard again. Good play that time by a host of Mustangs. Stamba gets the handoff. Handoff is up the middle. He's following his blockers. It's Johnson. He's going to get the first down, and he's brought down by Eric Muse at about the 24-yard line of Jackson Olin. Going to be a first down, so they're moving the chains. This drive that started on the Helena side at their own 21-yard line. Handoff is up the middle. Going to be a gain of about 2, close to 2. That time, number 9, that's going to be Jacoby Moultrie. Good to see him back. He's been out the last couple of games. Number 84 is in there, another freshman. Nicholas Barnes is in there as well. Tell you what, Jacorian Wren has turned out to be a leader for this team. He is trying his best to keep this team together, and it's tough when things don't go well, and that's when your leaders really need to step up. This time, Stampa pulls it. Big hole up the middle. He's doing some nifty running. He breaks free. He puts the ball. He's going to go to the right side, and he looks like he's going to score. He does. He scores from about the 24-yard line, Stampa. So with 2:46 on both possessions, Helena has taken the ball and has scored. On to try the extra point again is Logan Maloney. It looks like it is good. So with 2:46 left, Helena now goes up 14-0. Jackson Olin has got their work cut out for him early in this game. Let's take a timeout, a Morgan & Morgan timeout here, and we'll be right back. Let you hear a few words from our sponsors.
Hey, Rick, are you a doctor?
I confess, I'm not actually a doctor, but I'm the car doc.
What's Car Doc, Rick?
Car doc is an exclusive membership in our maintenance program.
Oh, cool. What does it offer?
You can get roadside assistance, you're gonna get your oil change, you're gonna get your brakes checked. Car doc is available on new and used cars, giving you the greatest of service, maintenance, and repairs. That's right, it's worth $3,000 to you right here at Freeway Honda.
You're right, so come on in for as little as $25 a month on that Car Doc program. Here at Freeway Honda, 5 Points in Inslee, or online at freewayhondaal.com.
All right, we're back for the ensuing kickoff. Markel Williams back deep again. This will be the third kickoff of the night for Markel, and they kick it deep to Markel. He's going to catch it on the Jackson Olin 9. Looks like he's going to try to go to the right side, up the middle. He's got put a good move on, and he's going to start the drive on about the Jackson Olin 26-yard line. We'll see what we can do on our third possession. Number 10, Michael McCurdy, was on the return that time. I said Markel Williams. It's Michael McCurdy, number 10. So let's check that. Let's see if we can get a drive. Let's this defense kind of regroup here, get their head from spinning. Handoff up the middle, pretty good run right there. He got out to about 3 yards that time. Number 57 for Jackson Olin came through, sophomore Raekwon Goldwaite, who opened up a pretty good hole. It closed quick, but that's a positive yard right there. It looks like he got 3. Let's call it 3, so it's going to be 2nd and 7. Case in Boston takes the handoff, goes up the middle. He has met that time after about 3 yards by number 8 for Helena. That's going to be, they call him Iceberg Cave, the linebacker, 6'1", 195-pound sophomore. Very impressive-looking athlete out there. Brings up 3rd, and he only got about a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 6. Jackson Olin desperately needs to extend this drive. In motion, we got motion. Tank goes back. He's looking. He throws out to the left side for number 18, who was in motion. That's sophomore Malik Lowe, who sometimes you just got to keep running. Looked like Malik just stopped. Tank threw it just a tad in front of him, and Malik could not get it. Could have got the first down. We'll never know. And on to punt again is number 55, Jacorian Wren, the senior, the all-everything senior. Helena's got 2 deep back there. They've got number 7, Colby Harris, and number 16, who fields it on about the 39. He's met immediately by your Jackson Olin Mustang. That looks like number 29 there, sophomore TJ Shorts, who met him immediately for a great coverage. All right, Mustangs, let's see if we can't stop them here. Let's get a little 3 and out and get off the field and get some rest under you. Helena, led by the talented quarterback Luke Stamba, who Pops just thinks the world of. Throws it out to the right side. Good play over there that time by your defensive back. That's Markel Williams, who fought off a block and kept that from being a really big pickup, and it's going to just be about a 3-yard pickup. Well, they're going to give him 5 yards, so it's 2nd and 5, but it was still a good play by Markel Williams. He had a Helena wide receiver out there blocking on him. Brings up 2nd and 5. Handoff to number 20, Johnson. He's got his first down. He's tackled that time by number 32, the freshman, Eric Muse, out there bringing him down. But Helena moves the chains. Tell you what, these guys up front for Helena are big, and they know what they're doing. They're well coached, and they are a fine-tuned offense, and they're clicking at the right time towards the end of the year here. Moving the ball at will. We've got to find something to disrupt them. We've got to find a way. Stamba has motion coming. Number 17, he hands off to him. Coming around the left side, and this time number 10, for sophomore Michael McCurdy, comes up, and he's going to make a stop. He might lose about 2 yards there. Michael McCurdy, great awareness, comes up. He says, no, sir, you're not going anywhere to number 17. This Leon Moore, who was in motion and got the handoff. All right, it's a timeout here. Right now, I tell you, the defense is really reeling. That was a great positive play from our defense. Maybe we got something going here. That's one of the best plays I've seen tonight on the defensive side of the ball. So let's take a timeout, a Morgan & Morgan timeout. We got such great sponsors tonight. We got Nicky's, we got Valley Cleaners, Morgan & Morgan, Freeway Honda, and K&J Pastries. And we can't do this without our sponsors. So we're going to take a break here in the action, and we'll be right back to you. Mustang football going to the second quarter.
The Jackson Olin Mustangs want to thank all their friends for the support that they get. We at Ideal Furniture are also proud to support them and want to thank all of you for being there for us for over 75 years. We believe that we're the #1 furniture dealer with low prices and top-notch customer service. So when you need furniture, come see us at Ideal Furniture, your hometown furniture and mattress store. Come to Ideal, where every deal is ideal. Serving Ensley and Birmingham since 1943. Ideal Furniture Company. And remember, go Mustangs.
All right, we're back at the start of the second quarter. Ball is right on the 50-yard line. Luke goes back. He's being pressured by Jacorian Wren. He gets the ball away. He's going to throw it out of bounds. What a fantastic catch by number 16, Antonio. Unfortunately, it was out of bounds. But it was a one-handed sliding grab. What a great catch. This game is brought to you by Marshall Production. The guys there at Marshall Productions are Jacob Marshall, Josh Marshall, Randy Higgins, Ryan McGill, and Mike Marshall's here. Third and about 12. Luke Stamba's got back. He's got the screen set up to Johnson, who's going to get the first down and more. He's got some speed. He's going to dance into the end zone. It's going to go 50 yards on the screen pass. No flags are down. Helena just scored again. It's 20-0, waiting on the extra point. I'm at a loss for words right now. That's just been too easy. Too easy. This Marshall, Marquise Johnson, number 20 for Helena, is better than advertised. He had a slow start to the year, but the last 2 weeks he has put up some productive numbers that are very impressive. Maloney on to try the extra point. Kick is up. And again, it's good. So they go up 21-0. Well, let me just tell you, Marquise Johnson had 22 attempts for 262 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. And the week before that, he had 36 attempts, 292 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He's the difference right now. I tell you what, he is strong as he could be. And that line, he doesn't need much, and he's got the speed and the quickness and the strength to get through. So enough of that. Jackson Olin getting ready to receive the kickoff again. This will be the 4th time in this game, 3rd time from scores, 1st to start the game. Going to be a little squib kick to the to the right side over there. He's fielded it, and it's number 10 for Jackson Olin, sophomore Michael McCurdy, who has run out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. Going to be about on the 34, it looks like. 33, let's call it the 30. Let's call it 34, where Jackson Olin lines up again. Their 4th possession, and see if we can get something going. Boston to Tank's right side. Tank goes back to pass. He pulls it down. He's met by number 51. He's going to catch about 2 yards there. I tell you what, 51 came up and gave Tank a lick, and Tank doesn't back down. That's Christopher Dunaway. And Tank, they met at the line of scrimmage, and Tank got 2 yards on that. Good run by Tank, as the linebacker for Helena is 6'1", or 6 foot 215, a senior. And Tank's a big kid himself, so it was a good little collision there. 2nd and 8. Got motion. Tank pulls it again, going to try up the middle. He's going to get maybe a yard, if that. Brings up 3rd, and let's call it 6. Tank's looking at Coach V, getting some calls in, see what play we can run. Right now we're just trying to find our identity. We need to get a drive going, a sustained drive of more than a couple plays. Tank takes it. He's going back to pass. He's got number 2 right open over the middle. Was that unable to complete it? He would have had it for a 1st down at the Helena 46, but it was incomplete. And again, Jacorian Wren is called on to punt. Tough go tonight for your Jackson Olin Mustangs on homecoming. Jacorian is standing on the Jackson Olin 25. Good snap. Jacorian takes that step. Good punt. It's going to go over the head of Helena number 7, who backs away from it. And they're going to down it. Jackson Olin's going to down it on the 17. Looked like number 7 for Helena. That's going to be Colby Harris. Came up. He wanted to field it. And he must have lost it in the lights because it just went right over his head. And it's a good break for Jackson Olin. And once again, that high-powered offensive Helena is coming on the field, starting their drive on the Jackson Olin 16. Handoff up the middle again. They're push. That big line is pushing back. He's on the go. Number 20 is putting his moves on. He was a touchdown-saving tackle over there by number 4 for Jackson Olin, Markel Williams. gain of about 20 yards. He's out to, 20 yards. He's out to the 36. Took him about 2 seconds to run that 20 yards. He is fast. Handoff up the middle again by number 20. Big hole there, but not this time. Jacorian Wren says, you're not going up past me. He's had enough of it, and he put him down pretty good that time. That's one player that has not stopped. He plays to win every Friday night. I see him, and he is playing hard every play. Trying to teach these young guys what it means, and hopefully they'll step up. Jacorian's been looked at by several schools. Be interesting to see where he takes his talents to next year. But right now he's in a fight against the Helena Huskies. This time number 33 for Helena is going around the left side. Eric Muse is over there to run him out of bounds. And that's going to be Brody Jones. He's 5'5", 165-pound senior. He's going to gain about 4 yards. Ball's on the Helena 40. Clock's moving. It's 8:59. Helena's already scored again in this twice in this quarter. I'm sorry, one time in this quarter, twice in the first quarter. This time at fake handoff, we got a screen to the left side by number 16, who is doing some dancing, getting some yardage over there. Markel Williams brought him down. That's going to be Antonio Rios again. He's very talented. He took the ball for about 15 yards. The ball now is on the Jackson Olin 40. Helena keeps moving the ball. A lot of talent at receiver. When I was looking at everything, let's take a timeout. We've got an injured player for, let me identify him. That's Jacorian Wren. Oh, my gosh. All right, let's take a timeout while they tend to the injured player. We'll be right back. Jackson Olin football.
Credit score bonus.
Hey, look, it's great. That's right. It's bonus. That's right. Bonus credit month. Bonus. That means your credit score comes off your MSRP. We're giving it away. We know at Freeway Honda, everybody's got a bump. Everybody's got a bruise. But guess what? We'll get you done at Freeway Honda.
It's like a bonus payday this month.
J.O., don't forget, we're raising money for you, your school. Come in. You buy a car, we send a check. Our goal is $50,000 for J.O. $50,000. You got to come in. We got to raise money. We'll send you a check.
All right, we're back. Jacorian Wren just went off limping. Now, he's going to be back. That's 29. T.J. Shorts is in for him, and they're going to try it up the middle. Number 33 for Helena. Big hole that time. Going to be about a half yard short of a first down, but that's going to be 5'5" Brody Jones, the senior. They're letting number 20, Marquise Johnson, rest a little bit. He's had a night already. Handoff up the middle. This time he is met hard by number, can't make that number out, but he was met hard that time at the line of scrimmage and actually lost about a yard. Brings up third down, 3rd and 1. I think that was Nicholas Barnes that met him that time, or maybe T.J. Shorts together they did. A new running back in. This time Nicholas Barnes going to lose about another yard again. Says no way. They tried to run it up the middle. New running back, number 26, Kobe Hughes, 5'8", 210-pound junior. Brings up 4th and 2. Of course, they put number 20 comes back in, Marquise Johnson. I think everybody in the stadium knows who's getting the ball this time with 4th and 2, and I can't blame him. I don't know that he's had a play where he hadn't gained at least 3 or 4 yards, so watch out for number 20. And sure enough, he goes to the left side, and he broke through. See, second effort's going to give him that. They had him stopped. And he is going to get that first down by about the half of the ball, it looks like. Oh, wait a minute. They're saying he's short. They're saying he's short. All right, they're going to measure. From up here, it looked like he had a first down. So we're going to get a measurement here. On another note, good news on the sideline. Jacorian Wren is up, and it looks like he's going to return. He limped off a little while ago, favoring his leg. Let's see what the measurement's going to do here. And sure enough, it's short. Sure enough, short by about 2 inches. First down, Mustangs. That's a positive sign there. Helena goes up 21-0. This time, Jackson Olin bowed their back, and they stopped them with about a half inch to go for a first down. Jackson Olin's going to take over on, let's just say they're on the Jackson Olin 30. Good job, guys. That's a great job by that defense. So Tank's back there getting orders out, signals out. You got Cason Boston on his right side this time. Cason Jones. Tank's going back to pass, got pressure, and he's going to go down for about a 5-yard loss. So let's call it second and looks like 2nd and 5. But that's great news. Jacorian Wren is up on the sideline. Looks like he's good to go. I didn't think you'd keep him out long. No way he stays out. Cason Jones comes out. Looks like we got 5 receivers in there this play. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Tank calls it. He goes back to pass. He steps up. He's being chased. He throws it to the right side. And on the play is number 19, who cannot come down with the ball for Jackson Olin. He went up, tried to catch it. Sophomore Nabram Adams. Looked like he had a shot of catching it. The ball was not that badly thrown. Nabram just could not come down with the ball. Would have been a great catch. And there's a flag on the play. It's going to back Jackson Olin back. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a holding call. Let's see what they call on him. And it is. It's a holding on Jackson Olin. So, they're going to have a mile to go. They got to get to the 40-yard line. And the ball is on the 9. So, the 21 yards they got to go. 2nd down. Got to move the ball so we can get ourselves out of this position here. Tank takes 2 steps. He's being chased. He's going to go down for a sack. Looks like the ball's loose, and it looks like Tank's turned the ball over. Helena has it, and they're going to have it on about the Jackson Olin 5-yard line. That time Tank took 2 steps, was going to throw it. The blocking broke down. Tank tried to move out of the pocket and fight for extra yardage. The ball came loose. Helena got it, and they're going to start it on the Jackson Olin 7. Tough break there after a great defensive stop. Looks like they're lined up to run it. Sure enough, that number 26 goes, and first play, he is fighting hard, and he's going to go in. Touchdown, Helena. That's going to be Kobe Hughes, 5'8", 210-pound senior. He was actually hit at the line of scrimmage and fought his way into the Jackson Olin end zone. Helena's up 27-0. They're getting ready to go up 28-0 after this extra point. Kick is up. And it is good. So with your score, Helena 28, Jackson Olin nothing. Let's take a break here, and we'll be back shortly.
Welcome to K&J's Elegant Pastries, home of the Colossal Milkshakes. K&J's is located at 236 1st Street South in Alabaster, serving custom cakes, treats, cupcakes, ice cream, and so much more. Find us online at kjselegantpastries.com or call 663-4827 to order. For family fun and a great atmosphere, visit K&J's Elegant Pastries or catch their food truck around town.
All right, welcome back for the kickoff, and his squib kick to the up man who takes it on about the 25. He's got some blocking, and he is hit hard at the 41 on Jackson Olin, but he was hit out of bounds also, so a flag comes in. I can't tell who it was, and he's down on the sidelines. The tent is actually blocking my vision where I cannot see who is hurt down there on the sideline, but it was clearly a late hit out of bounds. That's my number 4, Markel Williams, getting up. And it's going to be a big penalty on Helena. So Jackson Olin is going to start this drive on the Helena 44. So a good break. For Jackson Olin to get a big penalty. Tank is going to be on the 50. The ball is on the 44, so he's 6 yards deep. We got motion coming to his left side. Handoff up the middle. He's got a couple good yards there. He's going to gain about 4. Number 18 for Jackson Olin is sophomore Malik Lowe that time, who looks like they're going to give him 5 yards. Call it 2nd and 5. Ball's on the 39. Which would actually make it 2nd and 6. Looks like the marker's on a yard behind. Again, we got motion. Tank goes back. He's looking to throw. He throws to his left side, which is Malik Lowe. Going to be probably lose a yard. Now they're going to be on the 40. So it's 3rd and 5. That time, Tank had a J.O. receiver breaking free on the left side, but he looked him off, went to his out route there, which was his safety route, which was Malik Lowe on the left side, and the play lost a yard. Kason Jones is in the backfield with him. Trips to the right. Snap. Kason Jones up the middle. Nothing to. Oh, Kason Jones broke it on his own. He is fighting hard. He's going to be brought down by a horse collar. Here comes the flag. Going to be extra yardage. That time, I'm going to tell you what, Kason Jones got all that yardage on his own. He was actually hit behind the line of scrimmage and broke the tackle, got an extra 20 yards, and we're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be even more yardage. Great job, Kason Jones. That's a kid that hadn't stopped yet, fighting for yardage. Good effort. So the ball is going to be placed on the Helena 12. See if we can get it in the end zone and see if we can get a score here before halftime with 4:20 left. Malik Lowe in motion. Tank pulls the ball down. He's going to get back down to about the 9, so let's call it a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Helena's making some substitutions. Number 52 for Helena comes in. Number 53 goes out. So that's Samuel Sisson coming in and Jacob Dillard going out. Number 10, sophomore Mikhail McCurdy is back there with Tank. Got motion coming to this side. Tank hands off to Mikhail. Nothing doing there really. If he got a yard, he's lucky. So it brings up third, and let's just keep it right there on 5 yards, 3rd and 5. Helena comes in 6-1, 4-0 in region play. Jackson Olin has called a timeout with 3:16 left, and let's take one with them. This is Mustang Football Network brought to you by Freeway Honda. We'll be right back.
If you need to be treated for pneumonia, would you go to a dentist? Would you have a CPA pull your teeth? Of course not. Yet time and time again, I see lawyers who handle immigration, criminal defense, and bankruptcy say, by the way, we'll handle your accident case too. Our lawyers handle only one thing and one thing only, whether it's personal injury or workers' compensation, and we never charge by the hour. So if you win big, we win big. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
All right, we're back after that timeout where we have Jackson Olin is on the Helena 9-yard, his 3rd, and let's call it about 6. Tank goes back. He's got some pressure. He's going to go down. He's going to take a sack on about the 20. That time there just was nowhere to go, and Tank couldn't look anybody off, and he got pressure by Cole Q, a 5'11", 210-pound senior who put Tank down right there on the 20. So big loss there. Brings up 4th down, 4th and 20. I'm sorry, we're on the 20. It's about 4th and let's call it about 18. We got to get down to the 2 for a first down. 2:37 left. Casey Jones checks back in. Snap. Tank goes back to pass. He's filled the pressure. He's going to get sacked again. He's going down to about the 32. Tank just has no chance back there. We're just not getting much protection for him. He's just getting killed. Tough night for this offensive line, and Tank in particular. Just can't get much going. Can't get it going. So Helena takes over with 2:22 left in the second quarter, right before halftime. Jackson Olin has a 5-man front. As Stamba goes back to pass, he just heaves the ball up in the air for an interception. All right, we intercepted on the 40. We're back to the 25, the 20. That's Eric Muse, the freshman. He's still on his feet. He's down to the 14-yard line. A little spark there. So that time Stamba had pressure by the entire defensive line. He threw it up in hopes of it going out of bounds. He didn't get out of bounds. It was like a dead duck there. Eric Muse was there for the interception. He runs it back down. We're back in business on the Helena 14. So that's another good positive play for this defense. I know they're tired. They've just been out there, it seems like, all night. Offense has got to do something here. This time, handoff up the middle to Kaysen. Kaysen Jones is on down to the 2. Great run that time by Kaysen. 10-yard sprint to the 2. So a 2nd and goal. We're in the red zone. We got a red zone opportunity here. Brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. All right, Kaysen Jones, we got motion coming. Tank takes the handoff, hands off to Jones up the middle. He's going to get maybe a yard, maybe not, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. He was hit hard that time by that Helena defensive line. This play goes nowhere, so a 2nd and goal from the 2. Boston comes out. Kaysen Boston comes out, and freshman Nicholas Barnes, freshman Gerald Reynolds comes in. Tank's on his own, so we got trips to the right, twins to the left. We got motion coming. Tank's going to keep the ball up the middle. They're fighting. They're fighting. He's still on his feet. Nothing doing there. So this brings up 3rd down. Maybe got a yard. That time we just tried to run it up the middle. We just got to get a little push here. It's going to be a timeout taken by Jackson Olin. We'll stay right here with him. It's 41 seconds. I'm sure Coach V wants to get this touchdown into the halftime after that big turnover. We've had 2 turnovers tonight. We didn't take advantage of the first one. We'll see how we do on the second one. Homecoming tonight. It's rough homecoming, as Helena has come into Inslee and really taken it to the Jackson Olin Mustangs. This defense has got to come up with an answer. The offensive line has got to come up with an answer. If not, it's going to be more of the same in the second half. But right now, we've got a scoring opportunity that we've got to take advantage of. I want to say hello to my broadcast partner, Bart Heitch, who's in Starkville this afternoon for tomorrow's game. Bart, a Final Four basketball player on the Mississippi State team that went to the Final Four. All right, this time, Kason Jones is lined up in the Wildcat. It's 3rd down. Obviously, he's going to run it. We've just got no one out. Everybody's in tight except for one. Kason Jones is close, but they're going to push him back. I'm going to tell you, he's down to about the half-yard line. Brings up 4th, and let's call it a yard. They got a little push. And Jackson Olin's going to take another timeout. They've got to score here. 33 seconds left. Let's take a timeout with them. We'll be right back. Jackson Olin football.
Nicky's West is truly Birmingham's unique restaurant, serving high-quality meals with great service. Enjoy a relaxed and inviting atmosphere and socialize with friends while enjoying delicious, old-fashioned Southern food at affordable prices. Please take a moment to check out our seafood menu and our steak menu as well as our breakfast menu. Be sure to stop by and see us for a home-cooked meal at Nicky's West, 233 Finley Avenue West in Birmingham.
All right, we're back. Big play here. We're on about the 1-yard line. Got Tank back in. He's under center. In the backfield, it looks like we're going to just try to ram it home. Let's see what he got here. Looking to change the line, the play. See what we got. We got some meat in there. We got some big guys. That's what football ought to be. Takes it in. Who else? Who else but number 55, Jacorian Wren, 1 yard out. He just walked in untouched. Great job there, Coach, getting that touchdown. Taking your time, taking those 2 timeouts, and you got it right that time. Great job. Jacorian Wren walks in untouched. So the interception that time by Eric Muse leads to a touchdown, an extra point attempt that is good. Good. So that time Amadou Ba comes on and converts. Look at him. He's excited, and he should be. That's one guy that practices his trade every day. He puts it all on the line in practice, and it's showing off, you can tell. So the score is Helena 28, the Mustangs are 7. See if we can't get into halftime, correct some of these mistakes, and come back out and make a game of it. You never know. Got 30 seconds left. Helena going deep to get the kickoff. They're going to send 3 guys back, 1 deep, 2 on the sides of him. Number 17, Leon Moore, 5'8", 160, is going to be deep with number 16 on his right. That's Antonio. Looks like number 21 on the other side, Jeremiah Cope. Is Amadou Ba. More than likely he's going to squib it. He's not going to give him any chance to get a return, I would bet. Let's see if we can get this, not squib it too short now. And he does. He kind of just pooches it, hits on about the 22 and is recovered there, right there by number 17 for Leon Moore. So Helena takes over with 28 seconds left on their own 22. Be interested to see what their coach does here. If he's going to, Coach Busby's going to just kill the clock, go in at 28-7, or if he's going to try to do something with it and score. I mean, why not? He's got a high-powered offense that's very successful, so let's see. Maybe he'll see what he does here on this down, and then that'll determine the rest of the few minutes. He hands off up the middle. That time he is not going. He's going to get about a couple yards. He's met by Jacoby Moultrie, who has come to play also. Jacoby plays hard every game. Great tackle, good form tackle. He met him at the line of scrimmage. Brought him down. Good job, Jacoby. Brings up second down. Clock's just going to run out, so that's going to do it for the half. So your halftime score is Helena 28, Jackson Olin 7. We'll be right back for the second half of this game. You're enjoying Mustang football. Welcome back to PD Jackson Olin Mustang Football Stadium, where halftime just ended. Helena is 28, Jackson Olin is 7. On the positive side, Jackson Olin scored right there at the end to go take a touchdown into halftime. Jackson Olin will start this third quarter on defense. Helena will get the ball, and we'll just see if that defense can make some adjustments and get out there and, get some 3 and outs, and if the offense could get out there and give Tank some time to do what he needs to do, or block, or whatever we got to do. Hopefully we make some adjustments and get see if we can have a decent second half here. Helena's a really good football team, but they're not unbeatable. If we could just kind of click a little bit, we'll get this game going. All right, so it's 28-0. Second half of the football is getting ready to start. Jackson Olin football. Amadou Ba is lining it up to kick off. Number 17 for Helena, Leon Moore is deep to get it. Amadou Ba squib kicks it. It's picked up by Jackson. I'm a Helena guy right at the 37. He downed it as soon as he caught it. That's going to be number 88 for Helena, who downed it right there. So Helena will start this drive on their own 42. It was Christopher Miller that got that kickoff and downed it right there right away. Robert Samba hands off up the middle to number 20, Marquise Johnson. He's brought down after a gain of about 5. Nice little hole there. Brought down by number 17, Kaiser Jones for Jackson Olin. Brings up 2nd and 5. Zamba goes back to pass. He's throwing it out to the other side. It's out of bounds. It was brought down, but it was by number 16 for Helena, but he brought it down out of bounds. So it brings up 3rd and 5. Nice throw and catch over there. Zamba goes back to pass. He caught it. Going to be just enough for the first down. Hit immediately by number 17, Kaiser Jones for Jackson Olin. So they're going to move the chains here with 11:15 left. They're just getting underway in the third quarter. So football's winding down here. Only got a couple of games left. Next week, Jackson Olin takes on Homewood on Lakeshore Parkway. We're at Homewood. It's a Friday night game. Handoff up the middle. He breaks it outside number 20, Marquise Johnson, who's got a big room to run. He's going to be brought down on about the 19 there. By that was Will Hall that brought him down. After a big hole opens up. Jackson Olin has a host of players that are injured on the sidelines. Of course, Q, no bigger than that. Q Robinson, still nursing that foot. Got number 7, Khalil King, the senior. He's on crutches tonight. So we still got some injuries that we're fighting through, and young kids are getting a lot of playing time. Number 20 breaks it up the middle. Going to move the chains again. He's going to get the first down. Helena comes out firing away again. They're just moving that ball at will. We've got to have an answer for this, and we just don't have one right now. The seniors up front for Helena are really doing an outstanding job tonight, as they've done all year. The only loss Helena has was to Hueytown. That was at the beginning of the year, like the second game. Handoff up the middle, number 20. This time he is hit and met by number 32, freshman Eric Muse. And Jacoby Moultrie's there on the play, as well as Jacorian Wren. Nicholas Barnes is over there. Still fighting. Freshman number 37, Bakari Kennedy, has come in. A lot of freshmen on that defensive side of the ball. Under center this time, he takes the handoff. He is hit. He is just running and running. The ball has come loose. The ball has come loose, and it looks like Jackson Olin's going to get it. And it is. It's a turnover. That time, number 20, Marquise Johnson, was hit. He kept going and going, fighting for extra yardage. This time I didn't see who did it. Somebody reached their arms in there and just pulled the ball loose, and it was recovered, I think, by number 32, Eric Muse, if I'm not mistaken. So Jackson Olin takes it over on that's the third turnover by Helena tonight. Jackson Olin takes it over on their own 4-yard line. You got Tank back there. Hands off up the middle to Cason Boston and Cason Jones. Play goes nowhere, no gain. Brings up second down. Let's call it 9. They gave him a yard. Jackson Olin is 2-5 on the year, has not won a region game yet. Tank hit as he threw the ball. He's going to be intercepted on the 25. He's back down to the 5-yard line. That time Tank, who's getting up slow, Tank was back for the pass. He set his feet. By the time he set his feet, he's getting ready to throw. Then he got hit up from his blind side. As he was throwing, it was thrown up for grabs. And Helena comes down with it and returns it back to the 5-yard line. It was caught on about the 25. And so we give it right back to him. Helena has it on the Jackson Olin 5-yard line with 8:28 left in the third quarter. Zamba takes the snap, hands off up the middle. He's fighting for yardage. He fumbled again. Did he fumble again? Nope, he's going to be down on about the. He scores. Late call there, but he scores, so it's 34-7. 8:21 left. So they get the turnover in one play, they strike. Rough night for the Jackson Olin defense. Logan Maloney is getting his work in. This is his fifth extra point, which is good. So the score is 35-7 early in the third quarter. Let's take a break. This is Jackson Olin football.
Hi, I'm comedian Funny Mane, a proud alum of Jackson Olin. And last year when I started the Funny Mane Foundation, giving back to our alma mater was a top priority. We teamed up with Hibbett Sports and the class of 1998 to give back in the form of gifts and community service, and this year we want to do even more. So if you'd like to give to the Funny Mane Foundation and help us continue these efforts, please visit funnymane.com. Thank you for your generosity, and go Mustangs.
All right, we're back where Helena has taken advantage of the interception, and they've now gone up 35-7. Maloney kicks it, a little squib kick. It's going to be fielded on about the 18 by Kaiser. Oh, and he's hit hard. There's a flag comes in by the back judge there. I'm not sure what he saw there, but a flag came in late. He saw a hold. It's going to be a holding call against Jackson Olin. It's going to push him back further. So the mistakes continue and the bad luck just continues for Jackson Olin. We just got to somehow fight through this and get through it. And just realize that these kids are just getting valuable experience. And that's all we can do is just fight through it. Just keep doing what you're doing. Tank Ward in the game still. Back there with number 2, Kason Jones. He's got twins to each side. 8:15 left in the third quarter. Tank, quick throw out to the right side. Incomplete pass, a little bit low. That was intended for number 18 over there, sophomore Malik Lowe, who couldn't really go down and get it. It would have been a shoestring catch had he been able to get down and get it. Just not clicking. We're just not clicking tonight. Second and 10. Tank takes the handoff. He's going back to pass again. He's got good protection this time. This time he just throws it in the ground again as he is hit under pressure throwing the ball. So let's call it third down. This time he had time to throw, but he's probably a little shell-shocked back there, just not knowing if the protection's going to hold up. He moved around the pocket really well, just did not set his feet, but though he threw it, tried to throw it on the run, and the ball was again thrown in the ground. Brings up 3rd and 10. Twins out on the right side, close in on the left side. Tank goes back 3 steps. He's looking. He's going to go down about the 8-yard line. He kind of flipped it. I'm not sure if they're going to call that a penalty. The flag is down. They're going to call that an intentional grounding from the 6-yard line. Tank just kind of flipped it away as he was going down. He had no chance. As soon as he went back there, the defensive rush was on him, and he just had no chance. So it brings up 4th down. Jacorian Wren's going to go back to the end of the end zone. If ever you needed to punt Jacorian, now's the time. The Helena receivers, you got number 16 back there. That's going to be Antonio Rios. And you got number 7, Colby Harris. The ball is going to be a good punt. It hit about on the 35. Rhodes dead at about the 43 for Jackson Olin. So we got a little room to spare there as the defense trots back on the field. The Helena offense comes on the field again. Up 35-7. Handoff up the middle to number 26 for Helena. He's going to be brought down that time by who else? Eric Muse, the freshman. Playing hard, he still is. That was Jason Sutherland, number 36 for Helena. I'm sorry, number 26. Check that. That's Kobe Hughes, number 26. Goes back to pass. He hits number 2 out in the flat, who's going to get his first down. He's gone out of bounds there by number 8 for Jackson Olin, Will Hall. Right at the first down marker. They're going to give it, make it 3rd and about 1. Luke Stamba, who Pops coached his dad at Pelham, said he was a heck of an athlete. Well, his son's a heck of an athlete tonight, too. He's got control of his team, and he's got some talent. Mixing it up with the run and the pass. They're going to hand off to number 26 up the middle. That's going to be Kobe Hughes, who gets the first down barely. But nevertheless, he moves the chains. The clock's moving at 7:09, 7:08. The referees are getting together talking about something. They've stopped the clock. It's 7:09. We're going to call a face mask against Jackson Olin. It's going to be a major violation, 15 yards. It's going to put Jackson Olin in the hole. It looks like Helena's going to be in the red zone on about the 17. Stamba. 33 is in there next to him. Hands off to 33 up the middle. Nothing there. This time he's pushed down back. It's going to be number 3 for Jackson Olin. Cason Boston. That was Brody Jones for Helena carrying the ball that time. Helena just content to let the clock run and run and run. Not much Jackson Olin can do to stop this group. Pass over the middle, touchdown. That time it was he had good protection. It was number 16, who is an outstanding receiver. Antonio, we've been calling his name all night, covered by Markel Williams, number 4. Markel was about a step behind. The pass was delivered on the money on the break. Not much he could have done there. Touchdown, Helena, 41. Getting ready to go up to 42 after the extra point. Logan Maloney is good on the 6th extra point. He is really getting his work in today. So your score is Helena 42, Jackson Olin 7. Helena's had the ball twice. They've scored twice. Check that. Helena's had the ball 3 times. There was first they turned it over, and then we turned it right back. They scored, and now they scored again. So they've had it 3 times, turned it over once, and scored twice. Again, Jackson Olin going back to receive the kickoff. Logan Maloney, 7 yards from the ball. He's approaching the kickoff. He kicks it over the head on the left side there. On the right side there. He's still got the ball. He's hit at the 15 pretty hard. Is number 10 for Jackson Olin, sophomore Mikkel McCurdy, who returned the ball to the 15. Once again, Jackson Olin takes over, 1st and 10. Coach sends Tank back out there with Kason Jones. Tank hands off to Kason up the middle. He's got a little hole. He is met at the 20. He's going to get about 5 yards. Met by a host of Huskies, number 8 in particular, Iceberg Cave. What a name, huh? Iceberg Cave. Wonder what they call him. Iceberg Junior. He's 6'1", 195 pounds. Good-looking linebacker. Now he lines up on the his right side. Puts a move on. There's a hole up the middle. Kason gets out to about the 26-yard line. It's going to be close to the first down. Now they're saying it's a first down, so we're moving the chains. .5:19, clock's moving. Tank takes the ball, hands off again. Kason's got some nice running room. He puts a move on. He gets out to about the 28. It's going to be about an 8-yard gain that time. We're moving the ball a little bit running. And that was a nice move by Kason to get an extra 3 or 4 yards there. Erdy Polnitz is out this week. We're going to miss Erdy. We really need him. I talked to him a little bit before the game. He said he hopes to be cleared to play next week. The senior, he plays hard. We really miss him on that defensive side of the ball. Tank with Kason next to him. Snap, handoff up the middle again. Kason's got a little room to run. He's going to get his first down to about the 39-yard line of Jackson Olin. This drive started on the 15. So we've moved approximately 24 yards, 2 first downs. Well, they're calling it third down. All right. No, there's first down. I'm sorry. I look up and the chain gang over there still had it at third down. Yeah, they made it first down. Tank calling out his signals. He's got Kason next to him. Kason takes the ball at the line of scrimmage. He's got a little running room. He's going to get about 2 yards. Brought down that time by number 51 for the Huskies. Christopher Nathan Dunaway, linebacker, 6 foot, 215-pound senior. Good-looking group of kids out there. Big kids, not overly big, athletic. They move group real good. They're well coached. Don't give up a ton of points. 19 a game. They're certainly keeping Jackson Olin under their average. Jackson only averages only about 8 points a game. Pass that time deep to Kaiser Jones, who caught it, but he was out of bounds when he caught it. Nice throw and catch, just too bad he was out of bounds. The defensive defender there did a nice job of leading him out of bounds and let Kaiser just run out of bounds on his own. Number 11 that time for the Huskies is Ladarius Rice, corner, 6'2", 190. He's got a good frame on him, about the size of Kaiser. Kaiser looks like he might be about an inch or two taller. So it's a good little matchup right there. That time the sideline won. Tank got his signal. Takes 2 steps looking. He's thrown across the middle, right in his hands and out. Right in his hands. Hit him right in the hands. Number 81 for Jackson Olin, his freshman, Rashad Sager. Tank delivered a bullet that time. Sager was open. I'm not sure if he'd have scored, but he'd have gotten down to about the Husky 20. Couldn't hang on to it. And then it was almost intercepted. So once again, Jacorian Wren will be called on to punt. 3:05 left in the third quarter. Jackson Olin late getting a couple guys out there. Now one runs off. Two ran on, one ran off. We only needed one guy. Jacorian standing on about the 29. Good snap. It goes through his hands. He picks it up. Still has time to punt it. Got a good punt off. Down at about the 31 for Jackson Olin. Jacorian took his eye off the ball for just a minute. Ball luckily landed right at his feet. He picked it up, and it was a good thing, too, because there was no return on it. So worked out well for the Mustangs. Huskies are going to take it over on their own 29-yard line. That play took 9 seconds. This time, Samba throws it out to the left side to number 16. He's got his first down, dancing around. Flag comes in from the back. The field judge threw it about 20 yards from the Jackson Olin safety position. Not sure what he saw back there, but we're getting ready to find out. Because the play gained a first down, gained about 14 yards. Face mask. Holding call against Helena. So this is going to come back. Going to be a big loss for Helena. They got the first down plus. It's a spot foul. Which means the play stands, and then they mark it back from the spot where he stopped, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 8. Handoff up the middle. Big hole. Almost got a first down if they get it to him. Yep. Move the chains. That time number 26 for Helena, that's going to be Kobe Hughes having a nice game tonight. Looks like number 20, Marquise Johnson, is done for the night, and that's a good thing for Jackson Olin because he had a well of a game. 3 games in a row where he's had big yards. Not sure if he got the 200-yard mark like he did the last 2 games he's played, but he had a big game. Number 26, the quarterback did not want to let go of it. Hughes. And Stamper got a little mixed up. The play is going to lose about 2 yards, a little rough handoff there. So it brings up 2nd and about 12 for Helena. Clock moving at 1:50 in the third quarter. Helena is in no rush here. They're just taking their time, calling their plays. This time a little pitch out to the right side, number 16. He's got some good speed, and he gets about 8 yards. Brought down there by number 8, Will Hall. And Kaiser Jones is in on the tackle as well. I tell you what, I'm impressed with Antonio, this Tony kid. He has got some speed, and he's got some great hands. And Stamba seems to just hit him right there, right in stride. And the kid hangs on to it every time. Whistle blown, play dead before it started, so it's going to be against Helena. Mark him back 5 yards. Brings up 3rd and about 9. Stamba looks his receiver off. He's got number 6 just running down the middle free, who's going to waltz in the end zone. No flags are down. You have 3rd and 9 from the Helena 40. Stamba goes back. Number 6 is just running free. That's William Griffith, the tight end, 6'2", 225, who showed some remarkable speed there as well. Just ran away from our guys with that size. So it's going to be 48 to 7, waiting on the extra point. 11 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Brutal 3rd quarter. Helena's getting ready to go up to 49-7 with the extra point. This will be the 7th extra point for the kicker. Logan Maloney makes another one. He's going to have to get his leg iced tonight. He is getting quite the workout. All the kickoffs he's kicking, the extra points, we have no answer. Well, if there's a lesson learned this year, it's just not everything goes your way. Last year we were undefeated. This year is certainly different. We lost a lot of talent off that last year's team. We've got talent on this year's team. It's young. It's there. It's just being developed, and it's going to be a struggle, big-time struggle. All right, another kickoff. Taken on about the 15. Up the middle, going to be brought down to about the 40. Is sophomore Mikkel McCurdy. Throw and catch out here. We caught the ball out about on the 43, going to be downed on the 44 is number 18 for Jackson Olin. Sophomore Malika Lowe. Good throw and catch by Tank. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break here and be back. This is Mustang football.
At Metro, the best deal in wireless just got better.
Who's up for that?
Switch and get 2 lines for just $80 with a full Amazon Prime membership included.
Sounds great.
Plus, now get 2 free Samsung Galaxy A20 phones with huge HD screens.
That's a huge win.
So you can enjoy the biggest shows on the newest device.
Perfect!
Metro has the best deal. 2 lines plus 2 free phones for $80 with Amazon Prime included. Only at Metro.
All right, so we're back for the 4th quarter. 12 minutes of football left. It's not pretty, folks. Helena 49, Jackson Olin 7. Jackson Olin has the ball on their own 47 to start this 4th quarter. Tank takes a snap. He's going back to pass. He's looking. He's going long. He's going deep. And it's knocked away by number 5 for Helena. That's Chase Smith. He was throwing deep that time. Chase Smith came up and knocked it away at the last minute. Number 13, sophomore Marion Brown goes in motion. Tank keeps the ball, and he actually loses 2 yards, so it brings up 3rd and about 12. Pass that time is thrown to number 18, who's fighting for yardage. He's going to get his yard. He's going to get his first time. That time, Tank and number 18, Malik Lowe, sophomore Malik Lowe, hooked up on a nice throw and catch. Looks like we're going to move the ball there. Brought down by number 5 for the Huskies is going to be Chase Smith, and number 9, Zach Godwin. Tank goes back. He's throwing it up over the middle. Beautiful catch that time. He threw it up over the middle to number 19 for Jackson Olin, sophomore Nabron Adams, who went up, caught the ball at his highest point and came right down, lost his feet, sacrificed his body, and moved his Mustangs down to the Helena 17. So we're in the red zone. We got a red zone opportunity here brought to you by Morgan & Morgan. Tank throws the ball up. It's a little wobble. I think he got hit as he threw it. You know, I heard a weird stat last week. Actually, Landrum was talking on his show, and I heard a weird stat last week. The South Carolina-Georgia game, South Carolina was in the red zone one time, and they won that game. One time. They had a defense made a touchdown. They had a play go 26 yards for a touchdown, then a field goal. A team doesn't usually win like that. Tank keeps it up the middle. He's got a little running room. He's going to get down to about the 14 with 10:07 left in the game. So it's going to be 3rd and about 7. Tank's looking for a play. Got motion. Hands off, going around, sweep around the right end. We're going to get down to about the 6. That's going to be number 17 for Jackson Olin, Kaiser Jones. Nice little play. Jackson Olin's moving the ball. They got a little drive going here with 9:34. It'd be nice to get it in the end zone. Tank's got his guys ready. We got Kaiser in motion again. This time Tank pulls it down, going up the middle to about the 5. He got maybe a yard, if that. So call it 2nd and goal with 9:10 left. Clock is moving. .853, 8:52. Tank hand off up the middle. Casey Jones, not much there. Got to maybe the looks like it's the 5. Nothing there. No gain again. So it's going to bring 3rd and 5 up. 3rd and goal. Kids are trying hard. They just, they're up against a Helena team that's just very talented. I tell you what, if these kids will circle the wagons and get behind their coach, Coach V, like he is behind them, there's no quitting this team. There's no quitting this staff. This staff will keep this team together. Tank goes back. He's got Wide open over the middle, and we got a touchdown. We got a touchdown. It's going to be number 19, wide open over the middle. That time for Jackson Olin, that's going to be Adams. Adams had a beautiful acrobatic catch to get him down there. So it's only fitting, really, he breaks free on the end zone and gets him in the end zone. As Amadou Ba trots off on the field, rather, to try the extra point. Scores 49-13, the extra point upcoming. Nice execution that time. Very nice execution. Amadou Ba. He's got his second extra point of the night. So it's the score Jackson Olin 14. The only problem with that is Helena's 49. We'll be right back for Jackson Olin football.
The Jackson Olin Mustangs want to thank all their friends for the support that they get. We at Ideal Furniture are also proud to support them and want to thank all of you for being there for us for over 75 years. We believe that we're the #1 furniture dealer with low prices and top-notch customer service. So when you need furniture, come see us at Ideal Furniture, your hometown furniture and mattress store. Come to Ideal, where every deal is ideal. Serving Ensley and Birmingham since 1943. Ideal Furniture Company. And remember, go Mustangs.
All right, we're back. 8:07 left in the game in this fourth quarter. Jackson Olin just had a drive. And it was really a nice drive, a little throw and catch that time by Tank to Nabram Adams, who had the touchdown catch, but also had a really pretty catch the time before. We had a nice end around with Kaiser Jones. Abdu'l-Bah kicks off, a little pooch kick. Fielded on about the 26 over there. He reverses field. He's coming back around. Number 1 he's still on his feet. He's losing ground. He's going back, and we're just going to let him go. He's tackled that time by number 81 and number 25 for your Mustangs. 81 is going to be the freshman Rashad Sager. Number 25 is the junior Jalen Jones. Returned by number 1 is Jaden Jackson for Helena. So Helena's going to start this drive on their own 26 with 7:56 left. Of course, they're not going to be in any hurry. They're going to want to run the ball and just kind of kill the clock, which is what they did the last possession. They just happened to have a kid break free for a touchdown. Helena's got a new quarterback in, number 4, who hands up off the middle. Looks like number 21 is the new running back as well. Number 4 is going to be 6'1", 107-pound sophomore McGuire Turner, who handed off to a 5'11", 185-pound Jeremiah Cope. So it looks like Mr. Stamba's done for the night. He had a very productive night. Put 49 points on the board. All the running backs, Marquise Johnson had a great night. Kobe Hughes had a good night. Run up the middle, Jacorian Wren. Jacorian Wren and Barnes, Nicholas Barnes are in on the tackle. Play lost about 3 yards. Brings up third and about 12, it looks like. But like I said, they're just taking their time. Clock slowly moving at 6:46. Handoff up the middle again. And he's not going to make the first down again as Sugarwolf is in there. Jacorian Wren stopped him. You got Eric Muse is in there, the freshman linebacker. So Jackson Olin, I believe this is the first punt of the night. Markel Williams and Kaiser Jones go back to attempt to catch the punt. The punter will be on the 10-yard line. Clock's moving. They're going to bleed it down. Whistle's blown. Looks like maybe a little early movement. It's going to be a timeout, actually, by Helena. We'll take one, too, with 5:53 left. This is Jackson Olin football.
If you need to be treated for pneumonia, would you go to a dentist? Would you have a CPA pull your teeth? Of course not. Yet time and time again, I see lawyers who handle immigration, criminal defense, and bankruptcy say, by the way, we'll handle your accident case too. Our lawyers handle only one thing and one thing only, whether it's personal injury or workers' compensation, and we never charge by the hour. So if you win big, we win big. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
All right, we're back after that timeout. Helena's punting it. Punter staying on the 10-yard line. Good snap, good punt. The punter goes down like it was interference. It's a good job of acting, but the referee did not go for it. So the Mustangs are going to take over on their own 40. I'll tell you what, the score's 49-14. While it's definitely been a Husky night, if we could score here and get, make it 49-21, it sounds a little more respectable than the blowout that this is. I mean, I hate to say it, but Helena came and they just were played hard, and we just had a hard time tonight. But our kids are going to grow from this, and I tell you what, we'll be all right. That time handoff. Kaysen goes on around the left side. He's going to get about 3 yards maybe. Bring up 2nd and 7. Kids are playing hard. I tell you, they're still trying. Coaches are coaching hard. Like I said, this staff will get this right. Just going to be a tough year. We knew it going in. And we're paying some dues right now. This time Tank throws out to the right side, and it's off the hands. Hit him in the hands to number 13. Sophomore Marion Brown. Couldn't come down with it, so it stops the clock, and it brings up 3rd and 7 with 5:02 left. Tell you what, both bands right now at the end of the game are playing hard. I just noticed that. I mean, both bands. All right, Tank goes back. He's looking to the left side. He shakes it off. He throws on the run, too. Oh! Threw it to number 85 in stride. Would have been a difficult catch to the freshman, Gerard Reynolds. He could have come down with it. Been a great throwing catch, but just wasn't to be. Meant to be. Maybe a tad, let him a tad too much, but I bet you if you talk to Mr. Reynolds, he'll probably feel like he should have had it. Most of your good receivers are going to think if they can touch it, they should catch it. It was a good throw by Tank. Brings up 4th down. 4th and about 7 with 4:53 left. Coach is going to go for it, let his kids get some, might as well let them work on an offensive play. The game's been settled. Tank throws it out to the right side. Going to be close, but going to be about a yard short of Marion Brown. Catches it this time, puts a move on, jukes the player out of the way. Going to be 2 yards short. So it's a turnover on downs. Helena will take over with 4:43 left in the 4th quarter and the game. Helena's got some new people in there. You can see the white shirts, not much grass stains on them. Been a sad homecoming for our Jackson Olin Mustangs. Handoff up the middle. Nothing doing there. Eric Muse is on the play. So is Kaysen Boston. Eric Muse really tonight has been all over the place. He's had a nice game. Jalen Jones is in. Handoff up the middle again. Nothing there again. Number 30, Jalen Davis was there to stop him. Number 50 was in there for sophomore Edwin Roscoe. I'm sorry, number 51, TJ Orange. Helena taking their time. It's 3rd and 32. I'm sorry. It's 3:32 left in the game. Handoff up the middle. He's met 5 yards deep by a host of Mustangs that stopped him on that play. Number 30 again's in there. Jalen Davis. So it brings up 4th down. Punter's coming on. Number 12 for Chelsea. I'm sorry. I'm messing it all up tonight. Number 12 for Helena. Connor Pugh will bring the ball on to snap to number 38. The punter for Helena. Logan Maloney has also done a heck of a job on the extra points and kickoffs. He's there all-everything and actually kicked the ball with time expired against, was it who was it against? Carver? Chelsea. Maybe that's what was on my mind. I was going to say that, to win the game. So he's obviously a valuable asset to this Helena team. Jake doing a wonderful job keeping me in straight tonight. All right, so with 2:29 left, it's 4th down and about 18. Helena's back to punt. We got a single safety deep. Punt gets off. Markel Williams can't get to it. He's just going to let it roll. It's going to roll dead at about the Jackson Olin 20. 2:17 left. Let's see what this offense could do if they could get out there and get enthused and get a good drive going. It'd be all right. Well, I tell you what, this was a big victory tonight for them. They came over here to Inslee and ruined the homecoming for us. And nice little Gatorade bath for the Helena head coach. That's going to be Coach Charles Busby. I'm sure he doesn't mind one bit, although it's cold. Tank throws it on the left side over there. It's caught by number 17, Kaiser Jones, fighting for yards. He got hit about the 26, and he's going to be brought down on 32, which is going to move the chains. So it's a big victory tonight for Helena. Tank goes back over the middle. Completed at the 32, going to be stopped at the 31, at the 39 is number 81 for Jackson Olin freshman Rashad Sager. Next week, Helena travels, has host Pelham comes to town. That'll be a battle of the Shelby County teams. Tank goes back to pass. He throws it. Ill-advised throw. We were lucky it wasn't intercepted there. He just threw it to get it away. Stops the clock with 1:21 left. Well, it's been a rough night tonight. Not too much happened good, but we did have some positive things. And we'll see. This team's growing. They just keep growing and growing and growing. So it's 3rd and about 2. Tank. Man in motion, hands off, pulls it back, gets a run, gets the first down. He's up about the 48 of Jackson Olin, still playing. 1:14. Tank goes down. He's sacked at the 47. Clock stops at 59 second timeout. Let's take this moment to thank all of our sponsors. You got Nikki's West, you got Valley Cleaners, Morgan & Morgan, Freeway Honda, K&J Pastries. Thank you, sponsors. We couldn't do it without you. Want to thank the Marshall production team again, Jacob Marshall, Josh Marshall, Mike Marshall, Randy Higgins, and Ryan McGill. Next week we travel to Homewood to go to meet the Homewood Patriots. We'll try to find a score here before we leave, see what Homewood did tonight. But with 59 seconds left, it's just a hard, rough night for us. But I promise you this team will fight, and we'll be back. Homewood's got Carver tonight. Tank goes back to pass. He's looking. He breaks from the pocket. He's running. He's at the 50, falls forward to the 49 with 48 seconds left in the game. To my broadcast partners in Starkville, Mississippi, waiting on the LSU Tigers to come to town. I'll see you next week, maybe. Tank completed the last pass of the game to number 11, who runs it down to the 20. Clock moving at 19, 18, 17. They killed the clock with 15 seconds left. Coach is working on that offense. I guess he wants to get one more play left. You play to the end.
Sometimes it's just time to hit the bus, go home, and get ready for next week.
All right, this will be the last play of the game with 15 seconds left. Tank goes down. He looks like he's going to try to score, and they do. 49-21. $49-20. So the last, with 7 seconds left in the game, Coach V calls for the bomb, and Tank hooks up with number 19 from Jackson Olin. That's sophomore Nabram Adams, who had the touchdown before that for about a 40-yard bomb to make the score 49-20, the extra point upcoming. Going to give me a chance to thank you all one more time. We'll see you next week on Lakeshore Parkway. We'll stay here for till the remainder of the game's over. I don't know if we do an onside kick or not. All right, so we got a kickoff coming. Seven seconds left. Bands are still playing. Homecoming's just a moment away. Kids are anxious to get going. Everybody be safe tonight. Be smart, safe. Represent your school well. Little pooch kick by Amadou. Fielded on about the 40. Tackled at the about the 35. Flags down. Looks like it's going to be a little face mask here. So with 4 seconds left, this should be the last play of the game. Maybe. They're going to mark it off. So that's going to do it. This has been Jackson Olin Football, Mustang Network, brought to you by Marshall Productions. Somebody say J.O. And that's it. We'll see you next week in Homewood, Alabama. Good night.